5 years ago when I stopped working on this bike, I stripped a bolt. This bolt is a fender bolt, nothing major, nothing serious, but it stopped all progress. Well, today I'm getting my revenge and I'm extracting this bolt out. Using an extractor set, I'm going to drill through, tap into the bolt and then extract it out. So everything went to plan. I drilled through the bolt, I was able to get a smaller extractor tapped into it. This started spinning, so the next logical thing was to tap in a larger extractor bit. Surely this would take it out. And the extractor snapped inside. Alright, so as you can see there, the other extractor has snapped inside of the bolt. So we're going to leave that and we're going to move on to the rest of the bike. I'm going to put everything back on that I have in the boxes, see what I'm missing, see what I need, get some orders in, and then we'll tackle the seized 5-year-old nut or bolt. Whenever the headstock stand comes in, I can take off the forks and get some heat into it as well. So let's continue with that. The first phase of this bike is to just put everything back together, make sure that I have everything, and see if the bike runs and drives. So the bolts have been cleaned, looking better, and now I can start seeing which ones go where, piecing it all back together. So this side is on. The gear shifter works. I don't think the clutch works, so I'm not able to release the wheel with the clutch in, but figure that out. And yeah, onto the other side. So I have this rear set on. I had to switch the bolts from the bottom because they were longer, so they actually went for the other side for the kickstand. I'm gonna stick the exhaust on. I'll stick the under seat on. The rear hugger can go on, the belly pan can go on, these two little side pieces can go on as well, the exhaust can go on, and then I'm missing the clocks and the lights. The lights are gone, they are melted inside, so I'll show that as well. And then the clocks I have in my father's house, so I need to get those, and that'll be pretty much it. The Ducati back together in a state, but back together. So this is why the lights aren't going on. They're just gone. They were useless when I had the bike, so some cheap eBay ones, so I'll have to get those replaced. Alright, so I put on the side little plastic pieces, under tray is on, the seat is on. This needs to be bolted. Can't put this on because it's broken. And then the rear hugger can't go on because these bolts are definitely seized. So my rear wheel off and get them out, get them cleaned up, maybe replace them as well. But yeah, other than that, fairly back together. The only thing that I'm missing, actually the seat is not on properly because of the latch system. It doesn't pull properly, so I need to take that off and see what's wrong with it. Also need to make another key because I have only one, and I'm missing a handlebar bolt as well. I only have the one. So yeah, other than that, it's mostly back together. Actually, the latch for the tank, let's stick that on. Not too bad, actually. Thought I'd be missing a lot more over the 5 years that it was sitting. But yeah, a few bits to order, clean paint, and I'll tackle the rear wheel, the brake caliper, and the bolts as well.
With the rear wheel off, I was able to access the bolts that were potentially seized and put on the rear caliper. I could also see the difference between the S1K, for example, and the Ducati in terms of the sprocket setup.
Okay, so the swing arm is clean and all the bolts came out, so that's good as well. I'm gonna get new hardware for that, but in the meantime I'm gonna stick the rear caliper on, stick the rear wheel back on so I can move the bike, and yeah, that should be alright for now. Okay, so belly pan is on, the rear wheel with the brake caliper is on. I just need to bleed the rear caliper, add fluid into the front one, put all this back. Still waiting on the headstock stand, so that'll be another video when I'm tackling that bolt. But for now I need to put the caliper back on or tighten up the axle and the pinch bolts, and then I think I can try and see if it'll go into gear and run, and then just bring it up and down the yard to see how it is. So that's the front wheel back on again. Front caliper, the axle's tightened and the pinch bolt as well. I put in some new brake fluid in here. That all has to be done again. The brake pads are gone as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, next thing that I want to try is just to start it and see if it goes into gear and the clutch engages and disengages as well. So let's get on to that. So as you can see there, bike goes into gear, even second as well, but the clutch doesn't disengage the drive. So either the plates are stuck together or I need to bleed the clutch, but yeah, I'll try that and see if that fixes the issue. Yeah, runs, starts and goes into gear, so it's a win.
With the clutch blade, I was able to stop the wheel from spinning with my hand, so I said that it should be good enough for me to just drive it up and down the garden. Next step was to bleed the front brakes to have some sort of braking power, because the rear brakes never got bled. I left that for later.
So the clutch is bled and still needs some work because it doesn't fully disengage the drive, so we'll worry about that when I'm doing the clutch plates. The brakes definitely need some work. The brake fluid that came out was crazy, and the lever doesn't go all the way down as well, so there's definitely some blockage or stuck pistons or something like that, so we'll tackle them at another time. But I think she is ready to be rolled out, and see if we can drive them back into the shed.
So just like that, with her own power, she moved in and out of the shed. And in the next video, I'm going to be tackling that bolt once and for all. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you at the next one. Peace.